Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnan Jagadgurum Padapatme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Om Vangme Manasi Pratisthita Mano Me Vachi Pratishthitam Avirāvirmayedhe Vedasya Mānistha Shrutam Me Ma Prahasi Anenādhite Nahoratran Sandadhami Ritam vadishyami, satyam vadishyami, tanmamavatu, tadvaktaramavatu, avatu mam, avatu vaktaramavatu vaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hare Om. Om. May my speech be fixed in my mind. May my mind be fixed in my speech. O self-luminous Brahman, be manifested to me. O mind and speech, may you bring me the meaning of the Vedas. May what I study from the Vedas never leave me. I shall unite day and night through this study. May I become timeless. I shall think of truth only. I shall speak of the truth only. May Brahman protect me. May Brahman protect the teacher. May Brahman protect me. May Brahman protect the teacher. Om. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. We are studying Sri Suktam. Suktam means Sushtu Uktam. Rightly said, truthfully said, whatever is beneficial, that is said. As we discussed earlier, Sri Suktam is found at the end of the Rig Veda, called Parisishta, or we call sometimes appendix, under the head Kila Sukta. Kila means the remaining portions. Now, by defining what is Sri, most people, they only identify Sri with Lakshmi. And these people identify Lakshmi with money, as if money is separate, Saraswati is separate, victory is separate, and removal of obstacles, that is separate. No, our rishis can never talk about anything else other than Brahman. So there are two aspects of Brahman, Nirguna Brahma, that is our goal, to know that I am that eternal Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. But how to attain to that? So that is where this Sri Suktam, Lakshmi, this is also called Lakshmi Suktam. Sri means whatever is beneficial, whatever is good, whatever gives us happiness, whatever destroys all the obstacles. For example, if we pray to Mother Lakshmi or Sri, oh Mother, please come to me. In what form? A baby doesn't command or suggest to his mother, I would like this. Whatever mother gives, happily the baby eats or drinks. Our attitude should be like that because she is the divine mother. What Sri Krishna used to call Shakti is here as Sri. The word Sri, Shubha, Mangala, Vijaya, all these meanings are involved in this Sri. So in my last class, I have said that usually Lakshmi Devi is thought of in 8 different forms called Ashtalakshmi. In fact, in some places, quite a number of places, there are temples dedicated to Ashtalakshmi. What are the Ashtalakshmis? Adi, Dhana, Dhanya, Gaja, Santana, Virya, Vijaya, Aishwarya. But there is also Satyalakshmi, then Varalakshmi, Dhairya Lakshmi, but finally Moksha Lakshmi and Shanta Lakshmi. So Brahmavid apnoti param. A knower of Brahman attains. Then what does he gain? Paramam Shantim apnoti. He attains to the highest bliss, highest year indicated as peace. And this is not a peace. After two people quarrel, they become peaceful. When a person is in deep sleep, he is peaceful. When a person is suffering in hospital, he becomes what is called peaceful. That is not the peace of the graveyard. This is the highest bliss, which can never be compared to any bliss that we can get. So, the very beginning of this Sri Suktam, there is something marvelous happens. It is we are praying not to Mother Lakshmi directly, but the Rishi advises us to pray to Agni. Agni is called Jata Veda. If you remember properly, in the Kena Upanishad, we get there was a divine being, and Indra was frightened. So he sent, first of all, Agni, and Agni went there. He wanted to question that being, but he was questioned by that being because Agni lost all his power. Then that being asked Agni, what can you do? Oh, I can burn anything. Suppose that strange being called Yaksha asked Agni, can you burn me? No, because in Vedanta, this is what is called the power cannot do anything to the power. For example, fire cannot burn fire. Fire can burn anything else. And the power of burning in the Agni Devata was a limited being through whom this power of burning is manifesting as Adhishtatru Devata, as the presiding deity of speech and of tejas, of light, etc. In fact, there is also Agni Sukta, where the greatness of Agni was being discussed. But he is called Jataveda. That is, anything that is created, he knows. And who knows what is everything about what is created? So we will have to tell it is only that which is the creator. The creator knows everything about that is created. So that is most important for all of us to understand. Brahman created everything. So who knows everything about the creation, the past, present, and future? For example, a person has written a drama and he knows where it starts, first scene itself. And he also knows the last scene. He knows the beginning of the story. He knows the end of the story, middle of the story. He knows every character that is depicted in that particular drama. And he can change it. So that is the only the power of creator. And the creator is none other than Brahman. And Agni's name is Jata Veda. Jata means that which is born. Veda means knowledge of everything that is created. In that sense, Agni is equated with Ishvara, Srishtikarta. And who can give us all these dhana, dhanya, animals, santana, virya, vara, aishwarya, satya, Dhairya, Moksha, Shanti. Only He who created us, He has all these powers. Who created all these powers? Only Brahman. Or to be more, that Brahman himself or itself is being manifested in the form of all manifesting in the form of various of these names. That is why when we are studying the what is called Durga Saptashati or Chandi or Devi Mahatmya, consisting of a little more than 700 shlokas, like Bhagavad Gita, there is a hymn, Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu, and then comes a catalogue of qualities. And if you study properly with attention, you will see she is Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Vidya Rupena Samstita. She who is manifest in the form of knowledge, only knowledge, Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Bhranti Rupena Samstita. In the form of Bhranti also. Why is this so? We have discussed this point. The nature of this world is that if we have to have knowledge of something, it must be the knowledge of both sides, because this world consists of what is called dvandva. For example, if we do not know what is called fire or heat, we will never know what is called cold. If we do not know what is a day, we would not know what is night. If we do not know what is male, we would not know what is female. So one goes with the other. It is only in contrast that we have this knowledge of the any limited being in this world. So if there is Vidya, there would be avidya. Sri Ramakrishna beautifully illustrates this. Once Lakshmana seemed to have, Rama and Lakshmana seemed to have met Vasishta. And what happened? The 100 sons of Vasishta were killed by Vishwamitra or whatever it is. It is only for our edification. Then Vasishta was shedding tears. Then Lakshmana was surprised because Lakshmana's idea was that Vasishta was a Brahmagnani. Then he asked, Brother, why do we find Vasishta weeping? After all, he is supposed to be a Gnani. And Rama smiled and said, Where you find Gnana, there you find Ajnana. Where you find happiness, there you find unhappiness. In fact, if you say, I am very happy, just moments before that, you are not happy at all. How did you know you are happy? Because you are contrasting. Earlier, it was depressed mind. Now, elated mind. And how do you know what is unhappiness? Same way. So, Srishtikarta creates. Creation means duality. And we go through this. Janma means mrityu, Jaya means apajaya, honor or mana, avamana, apamana. We have to keep this in our mind. If we are very happy, there will come, there must come, there is no way to avoid it. We will also become unhappy. Now, what are we discussing? These are all qualities of the Ishvara, who is beyond Sukha Dukkha, because one limits the other. Where one is present, the other is absent. At the same time, both cannot be present. But at different times, they can be present in the same person also. But both these dualities can be present in different objects at the same time, but not in the same object. So this Agni is not what we think is fire. Agni is equated to Brahman himself. This is the speciality of Hinduism. If somebody is, let us say, Krishna Bhakta or Ramakrishna Bhakta, these are fundamental ideas. That is why I am discussing them. and again I will discuss until it enters into every blood cell of ours. So, if we are devotees of Krishna, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, that very statement is a fanatical statement. So, what about Rama? Only Rama, for Rama Bhaktas, Rama is the Supreme Brahman. For Krishna Bhaktas, Krishna is the Supreme Brahman. For Sri Bhaktas, I think many of you are aware that in South India especially, and some people in North India, but rarely, and I will tell you also why. In South India, there is a upasana called Sri Vidya. This Sri is none what Sri Ramakrishna used to call Shakti, the Divine Mother, or in Vedanta, it is called Saguna Brahma. So, Sri Vidya Upasana. And there is a beautiful mandala created. It is a beautiful figure with tremendous meanings. And every triangle, it is all in the form of triangles, circles, lotuses, etc. Everything is interpreted by those who are initiated, that is, the gurus teach them, and they have to dwell upon each one of those mandalas, and it takes a long time. And this is called upasana. And upasana, merely just doing something without thinking, is not possible. That is why Patanjali Rishi, he defines very well what is japa. Japa tat artha bhavana. Thinking of the real meaning, not merely repetition, but remembering the meaning of the mantra is called real japam. Otherwise, it is a mechanical repetition of japa. So, Sri Vidya. If you ask the devotee of Sri Vidya, who is your Sri? And unhesitatingly, without thinking, the person will reply, Sri is none other than Parabrahma, whom you call Brahman, I call Sri Vidya. Sri. And why am I talking? Because we have got very limited idea. Sri means Lakshmi. Lakshmi means the wife of Vishnu or Narayana, and she is subservient to him. No, the idea goes much, much beyond. Narayana is the Chaitanyam, and Lakshmi is the Shakti. Where these two are there in this world, that is called Srishti, these two are possible only there. Only then some successful action can be manifest. So, if a person wants to become successful, so some people have knowledge, but they do not have Shakti or skill. Some people have skill, but they do not have knowledge. And such people are called factory workers. So, many people, they've got the skills, they can fix anything, but they don't have the thinking power. And there are thinking people who do not have the power to do anything. That this dichotomy is what is making the whole world today enter into this disastrous state. What do I mean? Science has divided itself into two categories, science and technology. What is science? That is discovering or improving whatever knowledge we have so far, that is expanded more and more, deeper and deeper, and wider. That is the business of scientists. They are called scientists. But how to turn that scientific knowledge into practical, usable, life-helping gadgets or instruments? This is the business of technicians, whether it is in medicine or in telephone or television or cars or aeroplanes, anything like that. So, scientists and technicians. But unfortunately, there is another category of human beings, neither scientists nor technicians, but practically very, very evil people. They use it for the sake of dominating. These are called politicians. So nowadays, all the problems, they're able to fight this terrific, heroic type of wars where so many people can be killed just sitting at a distance. Neither scientists are doing, nor technicians are doing, but it is the politicians. They just train some people how to do it. Now, what are we talking about? Creation requires both knowledge as well as power. Power means how to convert that knowledge. That is why Brahma and Saraswati. Brahma is the Chaitanya, Saraswati is how to turn Shakti, how to turn it into practicality. These are very important concepts. Suppose somebody wants to be a musician or a scientist or a doctor, then so first of all, there must be alertness, concentration, and then there must be that intense desire, what Sri Ramakrishna used to call Vyakulata, and that is called Chaitanyam. The more concentrated, the more Chaitanyam or awareness is manifest. Without this Chaitanyam, it is just not focused on one thought, but on many thoughts, is a very distracting, failure producing technology. So, what is meditation? More and more and even more manifestation of Chaitanyam or awareness. And we want to be completely aware and become aware, united with awareness. That is called meditation. And a lower form of it is called concentration. Dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. Complete oneness with that awareness is called samadhi. So here Lakshmi is the Shakti of Ishvara. Ishvara is the knowledge, Sri is the Lakshmi. That is why Sri is manifest in all these forms. So finally, the word Sri means what? Whatever is Mangalakara, whatever is Shubhakara, whatever benefits a person in every field of life. How many fields we have? At least we have 5 fields are there. So we have got this gross body field, that is called physical. Then we have got intellectual field. Nowadays people are talking nothing but AI, artificial intelligence. And very interesting for me because is artificial intelligence consciousness? What is the question? They're asking, can artificial intelligence be real intelligence? And that is not possible because artificial will be artificial only. So, this Medha Shakti, intellectual level. Then there is an aesthetic level. How to look upon anything in a most beautiful way. By the way, this aesthetic talent is not changing something, but looking at something. For example, when a mother looks at her baby, even the ugliest mother, and ugliest mother is likely only to give birth to ugliest babies. When the mother looks, what does she see? She sees the most beautiful, lovable, adorable, cuddable baby. And that beauty, where from it has come? Because of her love. If we love something, that assumes all these forms. So that is called aesthetic level. Of course, there is a science, and harmony is the very heart of beauty in anything, whether it is food, whether it is sculpture, painting, poetry, or singing, anything. And then there is at the level of morality, where the person expands his narrow self into manyness. I am you, I am he, I am she, I am it, I am everything. And then finally comes what is called spirituality. I am not a manifestation, I am the pure Brahman. And who can take us to that level, or who can give us the positive side of all these 5 levels? That is called Lakshmi. Somebody is having Lakshmi, so you see a person, beautiful person, and then you say, so this person looks so beautiful. Lakshmi is manifesting. The person is very, very wealthy. Lakshmi is manifesting. But sometimes, as I said, mistakenly, a person doesn't have any of these things but very happy. We don't say that person is manifesting the greatest manifestation of Lakshmi, that is Ananda, Saucha, Santosha. No, we do not say that. So, whether a person is talented or not, these are all manifestations. Manifestations means only Shakti. That is why perhaps one day we might study Saundarya Lahari. Lahari means wave. There, Shankaracharya starts his very first verse in this, Shiva Shaktiya Yukto Yadi Bhavati. Nachedevam Devo Nashakta Prabhavati. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. If they are not united, that is to say, if pure Chaitanyam is not united with Shakti, na Prabhavati. The Brahma cannot create, Vishnu cannot protect, sustain, or Shiva cannot do anything like that. This is the Shakti Aradhana. And that is what Sri Ramakrishna has come to advocate. My children, take refuge at the feet of the Divine Mother. Why not Divine Father? Because he says sometimes Father is hard of hearing. So the mother is ever awake to the pleadings of the baby. That is why, as I mentioned earlier, whether it is Meenakshi, or is it Kamakshi, or is it Vishalakshi, mother with a billion eyes, unblinking eyes. She is watching every one of her babies, including mosquito babies, living, non-living, everything. So anything that looks beautiful and attractive and brings peace and happiness to the mind, we say that is manifesting Lakshmi. So yad vibhuti matsattva. Wherever you see anything great, that is my vibhuti. Another name for Lakshmi is that vibhuti. So any good is Lakshmi, but what about that which is not good? Well, even suffering also. When a surgeon, when a patient enrolls himself in the hospital and the surgeon finds a big problem and the patient has to be operated, and sometimes it will take months to recoup, and a lot of medications have to be given. One example that comes to my mind, suppose a person is detected having cancerous cells and they start this chemotherapy, and it is very painful. So many adverse effects are seen, and it is nothing but pure suffering. I'm just feeling like making a little bit of fun. And if you see a person who is going through chemotherapy, a person looks almost like a sannyasi with a shaved head and having nothing practical, eats very little, and just a mass of a little bit of flesh and bones, and there is not a single hair on the head. This is the perfect ideal of a sannyasi. But this suffering, is it Lakshmi? Yes, because by God's grace, this chemotherapy can suppress, and the medical science is advancing. In course of time, it is possible that cancer can be cured. Then humanity will heave a sigh of relief. Aha, For centuries, millenniums, this disease has killed billions and billions of creatures. And now we have found a cure. Then what happens? A super cancer will come. If any human being thinks that if we can cure this particular disease, it is not going to come back, that person is the most foolish person in the whole world. Because by another name, whatever other names we give, you find out a cure after a lot of suffering, and then, as Swami Vivekananda used to say, if somebody has got rheumatism in the shoulders, drive it away by medication, it will go to the legs or knees, and drive it away, it comes to the head, and drive it away, it goes back to the shoulders. So sorrow and suffering is a part of the what is called dual ideal in this world. Sukha, dukkha, roga and arogya. So all these things go together. You cannot eliminate one side of it so long as we are in this world. But people are not realizing, they're focusing immediate what is seems to be the greatest immediate threat. Anyway, so whatever brings us ultimately, either immediately or in course of time or in future, and usually in the future, because if we want to obtain something great, we have to undergo a lot of suffering, and that is Lakshmi, and Lakshmi will come. And we do not, the suffering, we do not call it Lakshmi. In fact, we call it Alakshmi. No, tapasya, when we call the grace of the Lakshmi. So what Sri Ramakrishna used to call Shakti, that is what we call Sri here. That is called Sri Vidya. So now, what is the ultimate purpose? I said Moksha Lakshmi is the ultimate purpose. But for that, we require a life which is a little bit less turbulent so that we can sit, think properly, come to a firm conclusion, and then put it into practice. That is how we evolve. This is called evolution. So we have to just pray to her, oh mother, grant me, Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Saraswati is Sri, Lakshmi is Sri, Parvati is Sri, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva are manifestations of Sri in this created world. That is what Sri means. So in this Sri Suktam, Sri Devi, that is the Divine Mother, is the Devata of this Sukta. And every set of Suktams associated with the Rishi, and I said there are different versions. So in three versions, three different traditions, some only mention three rishis, some mention four rishis, and some mention five rishis. So here only three are mentioned: Ananda, Kardama, Chiklita. And then what is the purpose? In Sanskrit, this is called Viniyoga. Viniyoga means for what purpose we are chanting, or usually you know what people do whenever they chant Sri Suktam, and it is very interesting. They are supposed to chant first mantra on the first tithi, second mantra first and second on the second tithi, first, second, and third on the third tithi, and at the end of the completion 15, one paksha, then they are supposed to do yaga, or what is called homa, Sri Yajna or Sri Homa. And the details are there. But some people can chant every day and can do the Homa. And why Homa should be done? Where is it mentioned? Because some people interpret it, especially Shainacharya, that Agni Jata Vedoma Avaha. Here the word Agni comes, indicating indirectly that one has to perform Homa. But Homa is of two types. One is external, another is internal. If we surrender ourselves to the Divine Mother, some people call Divine Mother as Saraswati, some people as Kali, some people as Parvati, doesn't matter, whatever it. And some people as Holy Mother, Sharada Devi, Sarvadeva Devi, Rupini. It doesn't matter. So, as I was mentioning earlier, for Rama Bhaktas, Rama is Parabrahma. And that is why Ramanama starts like that. Shuddha Brahma Paratpara Ram. Always we have to repeat that one. Similarly, if it is the Divine Mother also, Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike. Sarvartha means what? Artha. 4 fruits. What are they? Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. All these are in the hands. That is why Holy Mother says that Mukti, even though I am appearing to be completely caught up in the wheel, in the net of Maya, but my son, Mukti, liberation, is in my fist. And whenever I want, I can give it to anybody. And this idea is beautifully brought out in the Lalita Sahasranama. Mithya Jagat Adhishtatri Muktida Mukti Rupini. So, what is the Viniyoga? What do I want? So, do I want money? Do I want name and fame? Do I want power and position? Instead of saying all this, let us be like a baby. A baby simply, my mother is there. She knows everything. That word, she knows everything. That is called Viniyoga here. So, what is the Viniyoga? Sri Lakshmi Prasada Siddhyarthe Jape Homecha Va Viniyogaha. So, I want the prasadam. That is why here the word prasadam is used. Lakshmi prasadam means the grace of the Divine Mother. When we offer some food material, we call it prasadam. We should call it the grace of Sri Ramakrishna, the grace of Rama, the grace of Krishna, the grace of the Divine Mother. Prasada Siddhi, that means it must be real prasadam. Let Mother take over and let her give, because she knows my past, present, and future. So this is called Viniyoga. Application is to obtain, to acquire the grace of Goddess Lakshmi or Sri. Better word is Sri. And one of the commentators beautifully puts it, all human beings mainly aspire for 4 things in life. Let there be any human being in the past, at present, and in future. All of them. What do you want? Money. What do you want? A car. What do you want? A beautiful house. What do you want? A better position. What do you want? Power. But analyze them. They all fall under 4 categories: Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. So, we have every human being, whatever aspirations, desires, lacks, everything can be categorized under this 4. So, if Divine Mother is pleased with her children, she will grant. Some people are not dharmic, so she will give dharma. Some people lack artha, she will give artha. Some people lack what is called kama. What does it mean? Means some rich person is there, but he cannot digest even boiled water. So the Divine Mother, if she is pleased, she will remove all that problem and he can eat like Bhimasena. That is why Bhimasena is called Vrikodaraha. So he has got the stomach of a wolf. Wolf can wolf down anything, and in very short time it is completely digested. So we pray for the grace of the blessings of Goddess Sri to be conferred upon all of us in full measure. This grace is not only in the form of real estate or money, but dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. With this introduction, let us now go deep, at least the first mantra. Om Hiranyavarnam Harinim Suvarna Rajatasrajam Chandram Hiranmayim Lakshmim Jatavedo ma avaha. O Agni Devata, you who know everything. Jataveda, that is the Agni's name. Jata Veda. As we discussed earlier, he is the Srishtikarta, not merely minor deity called Agni, not one of the Panchabhutas called Agni Devata, Akasha, Vayu, Agni. No, he is Ishvara himself. And why he is called Ishvara, we will come to that meaning very shortly. So, without your grace, please bring me the grace of the one. And who is that one? Lakshmi. And that bring that Lakshmi. And what type of Lakshmi? You know, Agni is often compared to a postman. So whenever we do any homa or yajna, so we invoke the fire. We lit the fire. When the fire sticks are blazing, then we pour with everything. Om Indraya Swaha. So I offer this Indra. So that is the address, because Agni is the mukha. Agni is the carrier. Whatever we offer, we give it. O Agni Devata, please carry it to this particular address. And unlike Indian postman or anywhere, he will take it to the right person, because he knows every address, he knows everybody, the whole encyclopedia of yellow books of every country, and not only this loka, but paraloka also, everything he knows. So, O Agni Devata, please bring me the grace of the one, and the description follows, with golden complexion, who is capable of destroying my sins, who appears with gold and silver necklaces, who resembles like the full moon, and whose very nature is gold. So, here, first of all, Lord Agni is invoked and is requested to bring in her grace. You see, this is called Guru. Whenever we are talking about Guru, what does Guru do? He takes our devotion to him. That is why Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu. One way of interpretation is, we, instead of offering our praises to Brahma, we offer the praises to the Guru. You are Brahma, you are Vishnu. What does he do? Says, okay, you have given me all these things, and I will take these things to the persons whom you are really addressing. And he goes to Brahma, he goes to Vishnu, he goes to Shiva, or he goes to Parabrahma. See, here are this devotee of yours, this child of yours has given you offered through me. I am here. Now, what do you want? How do you want to reply? Because in the olden days, the postmen used to act not only as bringers of letters, but also writers of replies and bring them back. So Agni is called Purohitaha. Beautiful word. Puraha means in front. Hitaha means absolutely he doesn't want any commission. So you will have to just to trust him and say, you take to this Devata. Indraya means only to Indra. And then if you say Somaya, go to Soma. And then Vishnave Swaha, he takes it to Vishnu. Shivaya Swaha, to Shiva. So, O Agni Devata, you are a Jataveda. That means you know. You know what? Not only about me, not only about all creatures, you also know all the Devatas, Devatas, all the gods and goddesses, because you are the essence of every Devata. Therefore, you know everybody. And how do you do it? You don't need to go anywhere. Agni need not. Agni is all pervading. And then immediately he will connect us with our Ishta Devata. And then that is what happens, it is a very beautiful concept, not really given elsewhere, but just a thought flashed. What is meditation? It is called churning the mind. Like when we churn the milk ocean. First, Visha comes, then Amrita comes. Visha and Amrita both come. We have to be prepared. But we should offer both. Visha was offered to only to Shiva. And Amrita is offered to whom? So Amrita belongs to God only. That is why ultimately even the Asuras were forced to hand over in the form of course, Mohini, otherwise they would not hand over, and they gave it to Lord Vishnu. And Vishnu knows, like a mother knows, which babies they can digest this and which babies it creates indigestion. Not that God is inimical. We have to get rid of that stupidest ideas that Vishnu cheated all the Rakshasas, even though they worked very hard. These are all stories have to be understood in their proper meanings. Rakshasas are also my children, but they are not ready to receive Amrita. That is why there is a saying in Sanskrit language, if you feed a poisonous snake with what is called Amul thickened milk, then it produces more poison than it was capable of before. So one has to be very careful. For Bhagavan, there is no enemy. Asuras, what they are the children of Daityas. And gods are the children of Adityas. So all are children of God only. But if you give strength to a wicked person, and he will only do more mischief. So, O Agni, you know all these people. Now I want the grace of the Divine Mother. So I am specifically interpreting it following a certain line of thought, which includes everything. As I mentioned in my last talk, spirituality includes everything. Moksha includes dharma, artha, kama. Not that when you attain moksha, so you will be regretting. I did not have money. I did not have good tasty things to eat. No, you will get the eternal, unbroken bliss. The purpose of experiencing any object is to get only this ananda. For the sake of ananda, ananda dhyeva kalvimani bhutani jayante, ananda deva jivanti, anandam pravishanti, avisamvishanti iti, tad vijignasasva. So you bring, what is the description of this Divine Mother? Now, very interesting connections can be made. Hiranya Varna. Hiranya means usually it is called, what is called? Gold. Golden colored. That means a most beautiful, attractive, yellow, pink mix. When we look at the skin color of some people are white but very pale. Some people are black. Some people are yellowish. Some people have that right color combination, which is most attractive. Usually, we find it in babies to the full extent, some of the babies. Now, we're talking, this is the goddess with the golden color, Hiranya Varna. Varna means color. And gold is the representation of Sattva Guna. Anywhere, in any person, any object, in any place, if Sattva Guna is present, that is called golden aspect. For example, Ramakrishna, when he visited Kashi, for the first few days, his mind was so pure that he was able to see golden Kashi. What do we see? We don't, we see only old Kashi, not gold Kashi. So, what does golden Kashi mean? Spiritual Kashi. Spirituality is always the manifestation of sattva and all the sattvic qualities, what is called Daivi, sampat comes only through this. So Hiranyavarna, the details we have to go a little further, but today we will cover a little bit of introduction. Harinim. So Hari, the female counterpart of Hari is called Harini. So Harini, what is Harini? There are many meanings given here. Hari means one who takes away, who destroys your personality and makes you himself. Like fire burns everything, and Atmasat, that is, fire makes anything into himself, fire. So you put some fuel, it becomes fire. So if any object is put, that will become fire, or it purifies. Here, Hari means to steal away. That is why one of the names of Vishnu is Hari. And the Shakti of that Hari is called Harini. What does this mother do? She will take away all the obstructions in the 5 areas I mentioned. Somebody is sick and she will grant Arogya. What is Arogya? Arogya is our true nature. But something comes in between, and when that is taken away, either through treatment or medicine or whatever, then we go back to what we were. That is called health. So, this she who brings us to our original nature, that is on the bodily level. What is the mind? We have wrong notions, wrong knowledge. She takes away all the wrong knowledge, destroys, gives us right knowledge. Dhiyo yonaha prachodayat. She who is adored and contemplated as Gayatri, and that is none other than Sri Devi herself. That is why she is called Sri Vidya. Then, on the aesthetic level, to look upon everything as beautiful, because wherever God is manifest, and that God is very beautiful. This is so beautifully illustrated in the life of Baruch Bhagavan, Sri Krishna. He is everything. And I think one of the greatest acharyas, I think Vallabhacharya, he has composed it, Adharam Madhuram Vadanam Madhuram. That is, so your lips are beautiful and your face is beautiful, your eyes are, what is not beautiful? Madhuradipate Akhilam Madhuram. Everything is sweet. When love arises, and then whatever be the beloved object, it becomes absolutely adorable, beautiful. So, on the aesthetic level, anything can be beautiful. A dry piece of wood, very beautiful. A dry piece of leaf, very beautiful. That is why sometimes, when we see something beautiful plant, we just take a leaf and bring it, put it in between some pages. And of course, it will be reduced to an irreducible type, very flimsy type of dry leaf. But whenever we look at it, we are reminded how beautiful. In fact, when it becomes dry, we see the intricate design that is there inside that. And on the moral level, morality is the most happy giving. And then at the highest level, it is the spiritual bliss called Ananda. So Ananda includes every type of Sukha. Even Dukkha becomes Ananda. Does Dukkha ever become Ananda? Yes, Vaishnavas found it out. That is why their songs are composed of 2 sets. What is that? Viraha and Milana. Viraha is intense agony of separation, and represented here between Radha and Krishna. But after Viraha, that tremendous joy when Radha and Krishna, that is, the aspiring soul, is united with the aspired for Bhagavan, that Ananda is immeasurable. So that is why Raja Maharaj once says, if I want, I can give you moksha. but you will not enjoy it. If you struggle and do tapasya, then the type of happiness you can really experience is immeasurable, indescribable, varnanatita. This is the meaning of Harini. There are other meanings. Will come to it. Suvarna Rajata Sraja. For our contemplation, we need gross manifestation. Suvarna means gold. Rajata means silver. Sraja means a golden ornament, or it is made up of a combination of both gold and silver. Sraja has two meanings. One is an ornament, another is what we call garland. She always comes the garland of made up of Suvarna and Rajata. It can also mean that some flowers which are most beautiful, some are yellowish and some are white, and especially if you see some of the gods and even more goddesses, they are adored, especially in South Indian temples. They are specialized in making these garlands. Even the tiny, teeny, weeny garlands, huge, thick, nearly 3 inches circumference. How they make them, that is an art. So this Divine Mother comes with that. And then Chandra, she is called Chandra. What happens? Chandra means moon. When we look at the moon, we see how joyous we become. Our minds become extremely happy. When a baby looks at the face of its mother after some absence, and then how much happiness. So everybody has experienced this. And the Divine Mother, or Sri here, Chandra, she gives that happiness. But not only happiness, Chandra is the presiding deity of all the Oshadis. That is why Ushnami Aushadis Sarvaha in the 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Somo Bhutva Prasatmakaha. And then again, Hiranmayim. She is shining like gold. Her very form is like that gold. Not only she is looking gold, she is gold herself. That means she is spiritual herself. And Lakshmi, Lakshmi means here all that is that conduces to our good. And we want that Divine Mother who is looking like this. O Agni Devata, please, out of your infinite grace, bring that. Or, in other words, you yourself are Ishvara. You come to me, not in the form of merely Agni, come to me in the form of this Divine Mother with all these qualities. And when a baby looks at its mother with all this just bubbling with joy, bubbling, the baby's face blooms, and that anybody who beholds that face of the baby, when the baby, after a bit of absence from its mother, is united with the mother, perhaps a little bit of understanding can come. There are many meanings are given, but we will take the most important meanings and we will do this in our next class. Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. May the Ram Krishna, Holy Mother, and Swami Vivekananda bless us all with bhakti. Jai Ram Krishna.